Okay guys, these are compilations of like my favorite things I found on the internet that are just eerie or you can't explain or just weird shit. You know, things that are just leave you fucking feeling weird afterwards.
Never. Not the horrific details of what we've all been hearing. No.
It's not necessarily about ghosts, it's just about how do you explain this shit? You know what I mean? Like, it seems too far extensive to be a hoax or for someone to be a gag on someone. So here we go. Okay, this guy, it's an old man just shopping at a convenience store, and it's cool because you get actual reactions from people. So as he's shopping, this thing comes floating out of the aisle, see that? And then something else falls, that catches his attention, and then here's the reaction from the coworker.
It's not gonna show. It's the weirdest thing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what is that? She's coming, I don't know, oh my god. Oh my god, that looks like poltergeist getting like that. You know when they hear about things like flying, oh my god, I don't like that.
Okay, this dude is working like inventory to Party City or some shit, and as he's just stocking shelves, he throws them on the floor there, and they just start dragging along without even noticing until about 3/4 of the way through. And this is funny, the guy's reaction reminds me of like being like 8 years old and seeing shit down the hallway like, nope, fuck that, nope. Okay, this one strikes a crazy chord because it's totally made like a movie or something, but what totally makes it real is you get reactions from animals, and you can't fake that shit.
Hey, what's the matter, girl? Come here. What's the matter? Are you okay? Come here. Come on up. You okay? What do you hear?
As you can see, they're spooked from something, and I was thinking like maybe the guy was holding up like a scary mask or something to like, you know, like you scare kids and shit.
Girl?
And it wasn't until I saw the cat, because the cat's reactions are like totally tripping out. What happened was he was hearing thumping in the attic, and this dude recorded this and they uploaded it to YouTube. And totally my bad, I was talking during the thumps. I'll replay that.
What is that?
Now I have the shorter version, but in the original version, it has the camera set for a good 3 minutes, and the light goes off and on for a good minute, and then the thing starts swiping at the camera. Okay, this one is crazy. This one was recorded in a Malaysian hotel, and this lady's just chilling, and she sees a chair get knocked at first, and then fucking, you'll see. boom, right there. It obviously caught her attention, and as she tries to get up and run, this shit is just like a nightmare. This poor woman. And some force obviously knocked her to the ground, and then she sits there lifelessly for about a good couple minutes. It's fucking crazy. Now this version doesn't show it, but after her lying there for a couple minutes, one more final chair comes flying across the room and hits the wall really hard, like it was pissed. Okay, this next one's cool because I used to work at Blockbuster, and like I feel for this guy. It was in Mexico, I think, and so he used to stalking videos. I used to do the same shit, and see, there goes the cart. And then whatever is there just starts fucking with him. Okay, by this point he's starting to get frustrated or scared, and now it's just like, okay, fuck this, I'm out of here. Later. Okay, this one's cool. Black figure down the hallway all of a sudden appears. Boom, knocks him over, drags him by the feet, and disappears. I mean, if this was a student video or made up, they did a really good fucking job. Because they say black masses are demons. So it's just boom, out of nowhere. Whoosh. Drags them. Pretty gnarly. Or well made if they made this. Okay, this next one is not a ghost video. It's a story I came across, and it's the gnarliest fucking murder case I've ever heard in my life.
Details. It was a nightmarish situation. The witnesses on the bus still can't believe what happened, and the details involved, you know, everyone is still trying to wrap their head around everything. Police officers were on scene early this morning, and everyone is going to get trauma counseling to help deal with such a bloody situation.
He's never heard of a more disturbing case.
Never. Not the horrific details of what we've all been hearing. No.
First off, I want to say that my heart goes out to the victims, but this is the man that apparently killed a random kid on a bus and proceeded to cut his head off and then ate him. And it's just crazy as fuck. What?
Witnesses say the suspect decapitated the young victim, 22-year-old Tim McLean of Winnipeg. The carnival worker was returning home from Edmonton. Given the random nature of this murder,
and the way this guy describes it, you know, word for word, it's just fucking chilling. And what he's seen is just beyond me.
He got on the bus.
Check it out.
He sat in the front very calmly, somewhere in the front, put his stuff away, didn't say a word to anybody. The bus continued on for, I'd say, another half an hour, and we stopped for a cigarette break. He got out, smoked a cigarette casually. I think he talked a little bit with another girl that was there. And when he got on the bus this time, he came right back to the back and sat next to the victim, who was right behind me, and put his things above in the overhead there and sat down. He didn't say anything to the victim. The victim was just sleeping with his headphones on. He was leaning against the window, sleeping, you know, doing his own little thing. He wasn't bothering the guy. I didn't hear any words at all exchanged between the two. I didn't see the attacker, talk to anybody else but the one girl there. So I started reading my book again. Probably 20 minutes later, all of a sudden we all heard this scream, a blood-curdling scream, like just hair raising. We turned around and looked, and I thought it was a fist fight at first. The one guy was standing up, and you know, there was arms were flailing and stuff like that. And but then I saw the guy had a big Rambo knife, hunting knife, and it was covered in blood. And he just kept going at the guy. It was like it was a robot, though. The guy had, you know, he wasn't screaming at the guy, or he wasn't in a rage. It was just very calmly killing the guy. The other guy was screaming bloody murder. When I knew what was going on, I ran up as close as I could to the front of the bus and screamed at the driver, "Stop the bus! Okay, there's somebody getting stabbed. Everybody get off the bus now, now!" A lot of people didn't, you know, understand the urgency of what was going on. A lot of people were still sleeping and stuff like that. So it was a big crowd at the door trying to get out while everyone's staring at this guy getting stabbed to death. We eventually all got out, moved to the back of the bus. Me and the Greyhound driver and a trucker that had stopped, seeing people running out of the bus, figured there was trouble. He stopped, and he came out with a pry bar and some other weapons, I guess. And the three of us entered the bus to see if the victim was still alive, or if there was something that we could do, what was going on in there. And we saw the guy was over top of him, and he was clearly cutting the guy's head off. So he turned around at that point and saw us looking at him. He started moving toward us. We all jumped off the bus. The three of us jumped off the bus, and the bus driver tried to shut the door, but the guy was already at the door before that, and he was slashing at us. He had his hands out the door. He was trying to pry the door open. And I was sitting there holding the door shut while this, you know, he's slashing at us, and the driver's trying to push the button closed. The attacker ended up getting a good push in there and pushed back, and his arm came out too far. The both of us ran around the bus and came back around again. We didn't want to lose sight of him, so looked under the bus to see if his feet were there. And he wasn't there, so he was still on the bus. So we ran up, pushed the closed door. He was stuck on the bus. Three of us sat there against the door, you know, waiting for him to come out. He kept coming to the front and trying to push the buttons to get out. He went into the driver's seat, and it looked like he was starting the bus. We yelled at the bus driver, you know, he's gonna take off from the bus. So the bus driver disabled it somehow. I'm not sure how he did it, but he came back and said, yeah, he's not going anywhere. At that point, we were still all guarding the door, and we watched him return back to the victim. We went around to the front of the bus to see what was going on, and that's when he brought the head up, and he came right calmly right towards us with the knife in one hand, the head in the other. And the three of us were just standing there in shock, and he just calmly looked at us with sunglasses on, dropped the head in front of us like it was no big deal.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Happy Halloween, and will there be a part 3? Well, if the internet keeps making fucking weird-ass shit like this, quite possibly. Anyways, take it easy. Later.